matters. So before I even start, especially in this early stage idea development, I want to know who's talking to me. I need to care about you. Actually, I need to believe in you. And so these are people, I could give you names, famous people in some cases, but basically say, well, the goal is for me to build a partnership to see whether we have something there. So it's actually not so clear at the beginning whether the idea is any good or not. I'm building a partnership. So it's almost like, here's my money, here's your idea, let's build a friendship and a partnership together. They want to know who you are. Trustworthy, passionate, willing to work hard, and so forth. There's another very similar quote here from another one of my friends. And then, basically for me, that's why the really best ideas, find who you are. So my father is a pastor. The guy is good at storytelling. I'm a storyteller. So when I pitch an idea, I'll get you with a story. A story that relates to my idea and to me somehow. And it's not bullshit, by the way. It's a story that really happened or a story I really relate to. Absolutely. So basically, this is how I start. What's your way? Talk about you. Not for 20 minutes. But make sure the other guy understands who you are. Why? What is it that drives you? Also talk about the team members. Tell them what they are. Especially in a investor pitch, the who really matters. All right. Then comes the idea, right? Now, the role is why before what before how. Engineers, how do I solve this problem? I never talked about the problem, really. The nanoparticles, right? I'm not saying, by the way, you do that. I'm just saying I've seen it so many times with people who are just in love with technology. We focus on how. It's really cool. We can do X and Y and stuff. Why would I want to do that? Why before what before how. So basically, why we need to sell the problem first, or the opportunity. That selling of that problem opportunity is unbelievably important. Shorter is better. I really worry about problem statements that take 5 minutes to explain. If a problem statement is, every day, 2,000 people get killed in car accidents, I want to tell you about an idea that will have that. That's a short problem statement. You got my attention. Perhaps you just told me that you lost a friend in a car accident. That's why you're working on that. That's the who you are. You got my attention right now. If you say, okay, so there is these computers, there's like one board on there, and on that board, there's a thermal element, and the thermal element I could make 10%, 10% better. Okay, that may actually be a really good way of improving computers. Thermal constraints are really important for how small you can make computers or how big. Packaging capacity is largely a thermal problem. Just believe me. So basically, if you do that, sell it in a short fashion. The biggest problem in computer performance is thermal. We cannot build faster computers without them burning with the current technology. I solved that problem. To the point. That's what I want to talk to you about. You'll find better ways that are even English and so forth. But the bottom line is, do that. Then I also believe that interactions with actual customers are really important in that thing. So in other words, it's not just something you made up yourself. It's something that you have personal experience with. You show, when you talk about the problem, the why, that you actually went out and talked to others. You're not a person that locks herself up and basically, you're not solving a problem just for yourself. You're solving a problem for more. And basically, I really believe that why, in the why statement, that lends tremendous strength. By the way, in many of the kind of lean type of technologies, many of our classes are really following that lean approach, and many of the kind of VC or investment people across Michigan, but certainly also in the Bay Area, they want to know about that early on. I mean, that's just it's expected today. So it's not just a good idea. In many ways, it's expected that you have talked to customers, that you have learned from them. You may have even said, I thought this is the problem I need to solve, but I learned that is the problem. That's what I'm talking to you today. So that's what it is. So basically, once I have the why, I talk about the what. Again, shorter is better. Here, the purpose is not to go say everything you know about your idea. You know, what is the essence of it? You know, sometimes these analogies work. It's like the Netflix of X. You know, kind of, what is the essence of the problem? Not all elements. See, if you have 20 elements that make an idea and all 20 need to be there, it's really tough to sell that. And to basically say the essence of it is this. And then, of course, you derive the 20 elements from that. Selling it, you're not talking about spec sheets. Early on. Later on, once the money exchanges hands, trust me, you have a spec sheet on the table. And in fact, your signature, in some appendix, there's a spec sheet. You will get there, not at the first time you pitch. So basically, and then basically, oh, Steve Schwartz. What's this matter? All right, so the point is, in many cases, so basically, what's the product at surface? How does it create value for that problem that I talked about? In many cases, here's where I stop. I actually don't go beyond that yet. Not the first time I talked to you. Like the guy on the plane, that's where I stop. Because I basically sold him the idea and the belief that I have the solution for it. Yeah.
Doesn't want you to forget.